So, Charlie, got 3 points in the end. Does the scoreline reflect the match, do you think?
No, but that's probably down to our own doing, really. First 15 minutes we were great. We obviously got out the traps. They set up with a way of playing. They gave us a lot of the ball, and we really cut them to pieces. And you've got to take them chances. We've had 5 chances, but 4 really good chances. And when you don't take one, you then give team a bit of hope. Because we knew they'd struggled in terms of start of the game. They conceded in the first minute against Leeds last week and conceded 2 within the first 5 minutes against North Derby on Saturday. And the same should have been today. The game should have been over within 10 minutes. And if you don't kill teams off, you make things difficult for yourself, and we did that.
At this stage of the season, are results more important than performances now?
Yeah. Absolutely, but like I said, there's manner of things and the way things happen. If we'd have won that game 1-0 and players had done what we'd have asked them to do, then I would be sat here sort of not disappointed. I'm happy that we'd won. Probably a little bit disappointed with missed chances, which you get, but. We've asked them to, like I say, carry out a simple game plan, especially second half, and not do certain things, and they've not done that. And they've done what they wanted to do, and that's almost cost them the game. And the penny needs to drop. Our lack of discipline in terms of decisions, in terms of what we want them to do is not right, and that's again, that can potentially affect our chances of getting promoted, if you like, because like I say, if people do what we ask them to do, whether it be play 4 at the back, whether it play 6 at the back, if things don't happen, if things go wrong, then it's my responsibility, it's our responsibility. If people take it upon themselves on the pitch to do what they want to do, that then becomes an issue, because I can't affect that. Now, we've spoken about it before, the simple, well, there's, I suppose it goes through a process of how you affect that. You try and tell them, I suppose you tell them again, and then potentially you have to change personnel, because obviously they can't take things on board, can't listen. And like I say, our ill discipline today could cost us promotion, and that's how deep I feel about it, because we've got 5 bookings there and we've not made a tackle in the game, and like I say, we've now got 2 players suspended, and we've not got the biggest squad, so that's not acceptable, and it won't be tolerated.
There was a bit of commotion after the match. Can you talk us through that?
I don't really know what's going on. I don't get the where the disagreement has come from. So again, just look at things. The referee said there were going to be 3 minutes at a time. He added 6, due to us, really. Just like I say, antagonising situations. Like I said, I don't think anyone's been booked for a tackle in that game. From our perspective, yeah, we've got five yellow cards. We've now got Bowen suspended for 2 games because that's his 10th, and he's been told he's played 3 games for us. He hasn't made a tackle. And he's got 2 bookings. Can't happen. I can't afford to have players missing. I won't do it. And then Richie Baker's picked up a booking for delaying a restart from the kick-off, and then has told the referee that he thinks it's a joke going down the tunnel, and he's got himself a 2nd yellow card, so he's got sent off for dissent, so he'll be suspended. So they must have plenty of money to throw down the drain, because I'm not going to tolerate cheap, rubbish yellow cards. Tackling is a part of a game that, like you say, you will miss time tackles and you will pick up yellow cards, but They know where they stand. They know where the line is. The cheap ones are something that I won't tolerate. We've had, I think, probably 4 sendings off now, and not one of them's for a tackle, which says all you need to know.
On a positive note, it was a good day for one man. Danny Rowe got his 30th goal of the season. He must be pleased with his return this season.
Yeah, I said to Roy before the game that he was due one, and then certainly in the first 5 minutes, I think Richie took one off his toe. I'm sure he'd have put that in. Obviously, the keeper made a really good save earlier, probably in the 2nd minute. Even the one that the first goal he gets, the way things have been going in that first half, it was a difficult one for him to sort of put in. Even though it was an open goal, you just wanted it to sort of hit him really and go across the line. But he's been our sort of talisman, if you like, in terms of goal scoring. It was good on Saturday for others to pitch in, but like I say, if we have others pitching in and him still on a good run, it'll certainly be a recipe for hopeful success for us.
Despite the disappointing elements of tonight, it's still 2 wins in 4 days. Back on track. You know,
we had to win. We knew that, and like I said afterwards, I suppose in the cold light of day, you'd take that. But like I said, there's bigger implications of tonight, and we've got to, like I said, the penny needs to drop, because we still face a battle to get in them playoffs, and hopefully when we get in there, or again, if things pan out that we don't get in there and we get better than that, fantastic. But I think if you're realistic, we're looking at the playoffs, and then anything can happen in there. But like I say, I'm not going to let us be sat in a dressing room after disappointment, if you like, having not learnt lessons. That's the biggest thing, and it always is. As a manager, you're learning all the time. As players, they need to learn, and need to, like I say, need to take on board what they're asked to do, because if they do that, they'll cause team problems. And especially, let's say, first half, it wasn't this game today. Some games are really difficult to win. Or difficult to break teams down. You've got to recognise where that is. It didn't take a rocket scientist to work out that every time we got the ball wide, we looked like scoring, and there was crosses being flashed in from everywhere. For the first 15 minutes, we stopped doing that. We stopped getting the ball wide. We all of a sudden thought we could play through the middle, where they had 3 centre halves, 2 wing backs, and 2 midfielders sat in there. And then half time, we've asked them to get the ball wide, but get the ball wide by playing shorter passes, if you like, shorter, quicker passes, and not hitting long diags, which potentially can get cut out. And guess what? They go and hit long diags, which potentially get cut out and could cost you the game. So it's just, like I say, it's just taking on board what we're asking them to do. Like I say, if that doesn't work, then we can give them other instructions. Or if that doesn't work, like I say, we're responsible. But like, we should have been a lot more comfortable than we were. Even then, if we'd come in 2-0, like I say, I wouldn't have been happy, because we're better than that, and we showed that on Saturday. I've been delighted we won. But again, we even go and concede a shocking goal from our perspective, just by not wanting to get back in, not wanting to do your jobs, and that's disappointing, because they're better than that.
Thanks, John.
Cheers.